Most people think running a webinar, workshop, or talk is all about what happens on the actual day. Well, it's not the case. The truth is, it's all about what you do before and after that can be the most important part of what you're actually going to be saying during the actual event. So, this week, I'm actually going to be kicking off another series. So, last series was all about number rules and everything like that. But this one's going to be taking you from an idea, the concept of wanting to share something out there with the world and presenting. So all the way running through an idea for an event that keeps people connected and coming back for more, all the way through to that. So today's video is basically a bigger picture overview so you know exactly what to focus on and in what order to turn your event into a momentum building machine. If you haven't met me before, my name is Nikki Kelly. I'm the founder of Wisdome and a brand new platform called SpeakerLink. And I am obsessed in helping people share their knowledge with the world. So jump right in and let's get into this video. So here's the problem, right? Too many people will treat an event as a one-off sort of like performance in a way, right? And they'll send out a few invites, they run their talk and then crickets. So there's a quietness afterwards. And sometimes, and admittedly, a lot of us do it, we just sort of forget to follow up because we're just moving on to the next project in a sense. But we need to continue that conversation. There's no follow-on opportunities. So the thing is, the event itself is just one point of a much bigger journey, I guess, that you're taking people on in that, like and love you, basically, is the journey, I guess, that they take with you. So if you want to set up a whole process well, you're not only going to be delivering a better experience for your audience, but you're actually building a relationship through trust and sales all beyond the event. So let's go through our 5-stage big picture. So like I mentioned, this is going to be a series, and this series here is all about the 5 stages to the bigger picture of actually running an event and presenting. So over the next few videos, I'm going to guide you through the 5 stages basically of running a high impact webinar or workshop online, right? It could be even a talk, face to face, but before the event is the first one, and that's where we talk about planning and setting up for success, and we're going to talk about that today. The second one will be creating the content, the third, delivering on the actual day, and then the fourth is post-event connection, and then just ongoing opportunity in the fifth one. So each stage does matter. It does matter in the respect of, when all of these stages work together, you'll actually stop thinking about the events as just a one-off thing, like, oh, I'm just going to turn up to the event or I'm just going to have a bit of content, whatever. No, you're going to think of it as a whole package, a whole process. So it's just all about making sure that you have the idea all the way through to the momentum of ongoing opportunities after the event. So we're going to start with a little mini lesson in this video, right? Let me give you a couple of quick tips right now so you can just start thinking like a high impact event leader. So the first one is always start with the end in mind. What do you want people to do after the event? That goal is what shapes every step before it, right? The next one is think about the connection points. Where can you actually connect before, during, and after your event? Every touch point is a chance just to build trust with your audience. And then the third one is, do you have a follow-up plan ready, right? Don't leave it until the last day or even the day of the event, maybe to just decide what happens next. So think of what that momentum is going to be. You do not want to lose that momentum. Now, here's a little promo I want to share. There's a whole reason why I'm sharing this video on speakers and anyone running events and so forth. It's because we are launching our new platform called SpeakerLink. And if you do watch this video, down below there will be a coupon to get 50% off the lifetime deal. Now, one of the biggest challenges I see in keeping that connection alive after any event is usually the case where, you're a speaker, you're out there on the stage, you're doing fantastic, the audience is loving you, they see your name, they're like, all right, I'm going to search her up or search them up on LinkedIn, find their website, etc. And they can get a little bit lost. And by the time they actually get there, they're like, what was I doing here in the first place? So SpeakerLink actually gets people, whilst that momentum is happening, straight to that talk hub where you might set up and you might offer them and say, hey, After this talk, scan this QR code, go straight to our Talk Hub where you can download resources, leave us some feedback so I can build a better talk next time, whatever it is. But you can actually offer all of that with SpeakerLink and more, obviously. So it is a simple way to share everything with your audience instantly. Your links, your socials, downloads, etc., all in one place. So like I said, there is a link below with a coupon, so go ahead and grab that lifetime deal. The success of your webinar, talk, or workshop isn't decided on the day you deliver it, right? It's decided long before you even open up that Zoom link or walk onto that stage. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to plan and set up your event so you can feel confident, organized, and just ready to create real impact. So, like I said, this video is the first stage. This is where you make or break your event. Without a clear plan, your event can end up rushed, unclear, or just missing opportunities. How many times have we done talks and we're like, oh, I should have shared that link, or oh, I didn't tell people to do this, or whatever. Plan your event. Plan what it is that you're going to be doing. A well-planned event isn't just easier for you, but it's also more enjoyable and more valuable to your audience, which means better engagement and more chances just to keep the conversation going afterwards. So the 4 steps you need to do just to plan your event, really simple. Step 1, define your goal, obviously, right? Before you book a date or design a slide or get all excited about all that pretty stuff, what do I want my audience to do after this event? So keep remembering the goal that is in mind, right? Growing your community maybe. Is it selling a program or a product? Where am I going to take these people on? What journey am I going to take them on, or how am I going to connect it all? Just think about what's the end goal, and just remember the one decision of that goal will shape everything else forwarding onwards. So the next step is just choosing the right format. Now, sometimes, we might be trying to work out, is this going to be a workshop? Is it going to be a webinar, a live Q&A? It might be, just go with the flow sort of thing. But pick a particular format that best serves the goal, obviously, that you're trying to reach. So, for example, you might have a webinar, and that is great for teaching and generating leads, obviously. But you might also run a workshop, and that's something where you're teaching things, right? It's more interactive. It's perfect for smaller, engaged groups. Live Q&As, well, we know how they work. They're great for building, personal connection, actually answering, questions from your potential users or current users or audience. So pick the format that best serves the goal that you're trying to achieve. So step 3 is map your pre-event touch points, right? So don't just send one invite and hope for the best, right? We know there's got to be a sequence here. So there'll be something like an initial invite, there'll be a reminder, possibly a few days out, and then a final, it's happening now kind of nudge email or message, social post, whatever it is out there. This will just keep your event top of mind. And then step 4 is, if you can, use AI just to save time. We're all using AI, I'm sure of it. So get AI to help you draft your invitation email. Get it to create your social media teasers, create FAQ responses if you need to, especially after a talk. You might get some Q&A questions afterwards, some time to do the facts. So this frees up your energy to actually focus on the delivery, which is the next step. So make sure that you really do utilize AI as much as you can. There is nothing wrong with it. You, in the end, are the one delivering it. You've got to recognize what it is that you're delivering. So you will practice and keep going and changing the words around and so forth as often as you can. But use AI to just help you with those initial admin sort of tasks at least. So we've shown you the 4 steps prior, the planning, setting things up. But there's one final step, and that is the follow through step. And this is all about organizing yourself to understand what's going to happen after your event. Where's the connection going to be? Where's the momentum going to happen, right? So this is the follow through stage. And so before the event starts, you need to decide on a few things. And the first one is, where do you want your attendees to go to next? What's the funnel that you're going to take them through? Is it a membership, a course, booking page? What is it going to be? And then how are you actually going to get them there? You're going to show a QR link, you're going to send them a follow-up email. So how are you actually going to get them to that next stage? And the other thing is, how are you going to keep them warm, right? So you've had this awesome experience, this awesome event. They love you. Your name is fresh in their mind. Keep that momentum going. They're falling in love with you. So how do you keep them warm? Well, offer things like bonus content, ongoing community invites if you want to bring them into a community, announce the next event that we'll be on and get them registering then and there. This just ensures that the event that you're running, going to, talking at, whatever it is, just becomes that launch pad, and it's just not an isolated moment. Now, if there's one thing that you're going to take away from this video, I want to make sure you take away this one thing. If you want your event to succeed, you must plan it. And you must plan it with an end goal and next steps for your audience in mind before you do anything else. Always remember, what is it that you're trying to achieve? What funnel are you taking that audience through? How are they going to get there? Where are they going to go? So always remember that. Just think of it. So one thing that you're going to take away, plan. Plan the end goal and the next steps for your audience in mind before you do anything else. Recap on stage 1, all about planning for your event. The first one is define your goal. Be crystal clear on what action you want your audience to take after the event. And 2, choose the right format. Pick the style that serves that goal best. And 3, map your pre-event touch points. Build that anticipation with multiple invites and social reminders, etc. And 4, use AI to save time. We all say, yes, AI can't build your script and so forth, and that's totally understandable. You need to understand your own message and your talk itself. But AI can help you in other areas as well, getting those emails out and so forth. So let AI handle the admin so you can just focus on your delivery. And the 5th one is plan for the follow through, or the flow through, we can also call it. So know in advance where you're planning to take your audience during and after the event. So just the momentum that you have never stops. So if you plan these 5 steps before you do anything else, your event won't just run smoothly. It'll actually create a clear path for your audience to follow and just keep them engaged long after your event ends. And in the next video, we're going to move to stage 2, and that's going to be about creating content that holds attention. And it's going to be where I'll show you how to design sessions where people can actually remember and recall what it is that you talked about. Make sure you hit subscribe, the like button, and the notification bell just so you don't miss it. And if you want the simplest way to share your event links, resources, and offers instantly, then I would love to invite you to grab a lifetime plan. It's the link below, and it's only available for the next few days at 50% off. So go to that link, register for the 50% off, and enjoy.